He's won $1 million.
I don't even know what to say on this one, but that's what I say on this one. Welcome to Open Conversation with SheeshBlanco. I'm your host, SheeshBlanco. And what I want you to do as you're watching this, think to yourself and tell me three things you value about yourself. Now, that may be hard for some, but take your time. It ain't no rush or nothing. Just tell me what is something, multiple things, obviously, because I said three, that you value about you. That somebody, if you weren't you, you'll be like, oh, yeah, this person is that, in all positive contexts. Um, we live in a world where negativity is spread so vastly around that we forget about how to be positive in all situations. Even when things are going terribly wrong, you can still be positive for real. Like I don't really try to be serious all the time with on here. Like I really want to make this to be open conversations, but more openly on some happy and funny. But you know, I think a lot of people forget that like life can be hard, but it doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be unfunny or unhappy. You can laugh through pain. Um, Kevin Hart said, "Laugh at my pain," but it's like being happy is or not even being happy, but just understanding that the process of getting through something can be also still joyful. Digging yourself in that rabbit hole of negativity or depression or being anger can put you in such a place and sickness and sadness that you lose sight of who you are, what you wanted, what was driving you, and all of that in such a flash. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? And I can really speak that and vocalize it because in 2017, 2018, I was that. I lost myself. Um, I truly didn't know who I was when I stopped playing sports. Um, I just didn't know who I was as the person, as the parent, the anything. I just legitimately like if you ever seen that movie Click and he was at therapy, he's like I'm on autopilot. Like that's literally how I felt my life was going, and I think that's because I had lost sight of one my faith in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't talking as much as I do now, and that's why I keep myself on course with that. But you you can really lose yourself when you're not focused on the right things. Like I was thinking of like, oh, I should be doing this and I could be doing that, and I should have did this better. And it wasn't in a sense of regret. It was in a sense of like I was just being myself. But that's still a thing that I kind of battle with today. Like I'm my biggest critic. Like I will legitimately like on my phone. I probably got so many different like things I've created and whatever. But I'll be like, nah, it's trash. I'm not putting this out. Then nobody gonna mess with it. But that's just how hard I am on myself about things. And it's not just about the things that I design. It's just little things, even like you know, day to day, like certain things. Like if I don't work out or do something or something, like I'll be like, man, you could have went a little bit harder. But I also learned how to like just be like, all right, let's weigh out the day. Like I think I said this on one episode. It was like Cat Williams had said, if you died today, would you be okay with all that you've left behind and what you did? Now, if I ask myself, maybe, I think my biggest fear in life is dying without fulfilling my purpose. And by fulfilling my purpose, I think that's I'm supposed to teach something. I don't know if I've reached the pinnacle of exactly like what I'm supposed to teach, but I think I do it in my everyday life. Um, but that would probably be a thing where I'd just be like, man, like, I expired and I didn't aspire you know what I'm saying, to do all the exceptional things that I was trying to do before it was over with. But all in all, I think, I hope y'all still thinking about the thing I said at the beginning. But we need to take more time to really give that self check, that self pat, to where we say, yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing the things. Maybe I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I'm where I need to be. I'm in the point of like I'm doing good. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is working, that is working. You know what I'm saying? This could be a little better, but it's not there, but it's gonna get there. It's like understanding that the trial and error, like you will fail. There's no there's no question. We will all fail multitude of times. Excuse me, but within that failure, there's learning. We can constantly keep learning through all the things that we're doing, how this can be better, how can that be better. And then within all that, we can teach. You know what I'm saying? We can let somebody else know, like, I've been through this, and this is how it works. The reason I started YouTube back when I started it was simply because I felt like people would resonate and gravitate to me, because you wouldn't think that somebody that like looks like me went through a deep depression, like was like super bad, severe anxiety. Like people think that certain things or certain people that look a certain way don't deal with certain things, and it's 100% not true. Like the person standing next to you is probably dealing with the same thing that you're dealing with, but you know nobody's kind of like nobody wants to seem like the oddball speaking about it. And I was just like, if I step out there and say something, maybe it'll make a difference. And it definitely, within the conversations I've had with people, and messages that I've read and replied to and stuff, it makes a difference, because a lot of people won't speak on the things that they deal with. But all in all, in truth, we should see more happiness and positivity in everything. No matter if you deal with some type of mental thing, or you have some type of other issue. The underlying fact is, like, living, there's so much. It shouldn't take something that's like about to take you off this planet for you to be like, I got so much to do, or you go through this, and oh, I want to go over here and be better. And it's like you can do that in the now. Like there's so much to do in this world. Like I don't even exactly know how to put it in words. It's like Drake said it best. Everybody dies, but not everybody lives, right? So if you live, right, what is living to you? Because that's not living is not the same for everybody. Some people are super adventurous, so they want to jump out of planes and go through giant bushes and jungles and safaris. And some people just like living in them is going to the amusement park and just getting on stuff like that. And mind you, I'm afraid of heights. Might be crazy, but it's a thing. Like I only get on roller coasters that I want to. I ain't been to a amusement park in like 7, 8 years. Um, yeah, I just got on my first plane not too long ago. Shit was crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, it was something insane. But we have so much to live for, because ultimately we are going to die. But when it's all said and done, what do you leave behind? Like, here lies what? What will people say about you when it's all said and done? Like, what will your children or your grandchildren or your sister's brother, whoever's around who knew you, what would they say? And it's not that we're living to create a great legacy, but we're just living to be ourselves. Like naturally, you should always be you. Never try to be somebody else. Like trying to be another person or imitate somebody else will never ultimately get you what you want, because a person who can really see people will never mess with you, because they're going to notice that you're trying to be something you're not. So like if you meet a person like and you just being yourself naturally, like People will gravitate to you because you're being you, not because you're trying to be somebody else. And that's like one of the things that I've always observed when I'm out, like seeing people try to be other people. It's like I've only ever tried to be myself. Like there's there's just me. Like I don't know how to like you only gonna get one like, the one version of myself, but I've definitely seen, people out in the world just like I'm sitting there like, why you can see people change and they start doing this and moving this way, and it's like you trying to figure out why people are not really messing with you in this element is because you're not being yourself. Like naturally being yourself is naturally, what I'm saying, winning. Like you were put on this earth to be you and do the things that you were put here to do. Like everybody can't follow the same path as another person. Everybody has their own set path. So if you veer off too far, then you left. You know what I'm saying? And now everybody is ascending and you on a downfall. And you're trying to figure out like what's the problem, what's going on, what's going on. You're not being you. You're trying to figure out different ways. There's a lot of opportunists in this world. Sad to say that, but within being an opportunist, you gotta hope the opportunity survives long enough for you to try to make that name. So just if you still even watching this at this point, just be you. Love life. Be happy because ultimately bad stuff is going to happen. You're going to go through a lot of different things that you probably can't shake at that moment, but it'll pass. You just got to see the light at the end of the tunnel because the darkness can't stay forever. Like, there's a new day. The sun does rise every single day. Even if it's behind the clouds, it's still there. You just have to be able to fight. Everybody has fight in them to fight for, whether that's I want to fight for my dreams, my goals, whatever it is that you want to fight for, my relationship, whatever it is. You can fight for anything that you choose to fight for, but you have to believe in you first. Without believing in you, you can't do nothing. Like, that's like I'm praying every day for something, but I'm not going out and putting my 10 on the pavement and working for it. Faith with no work is pointless. You never gonna receive what you're trying to get because you're not putting forth the grind to get to it. There was never no point in the book that said, hey, pray for it and I'm gonna give it to you with no work. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has that fight in them. We were born with it. So you gotta fight for whatever it is that you believe in, you love, your passion, whether you're gonna be an architect, an artist, a barber, shoe designer, fashion designer, photographer, videographer, a model, whatever it is, a doctor, a lawyer, an astronaut, fireman. You gotta put forth that 10 and fight for them dreams because ain't nobody holding you back but you. So as you see fit to what you feel a worth ethic is, just know there's somebody that's at home thinking about the same dream you're thinking about and working double time because they want it. So it all falls back down to how bad do you want what you think you want and how much will you fight for it. And yeah, I'm not here to talk your ear off too much, but that was me, SheeshBlanco, with open conversations. And just believe in yourself and also still tell me what them 3 values is about yourself in the comments if you can. It ain't no pressure, you feel me? But understand that was just a question to ask y'all so you can ask yourself. So you see, like, what do you see in yourself? And then you know what I'm saying? You can get to it on that paper. You can put it on some paper, maybe not. You can say it out loud while you're watching this video. I'm actually thinking about it right now. But yeah, it's a good little icebreaker as we started this thing and as we end it. I hope everybody have a great weekend. We about to really start ranking up on the videos right now because You know what I'm saying? It's go time. So y'all tune in. They might not all be in front of this y'all mean right here. You know what I'm saying? A little screen. We might be doing some other things coming soon. So y'all stay tuned. And all right, peace, love, soul, and hair grease. I'm out.